guys, welcome to today's video. So now that we're in quarantine, everyone is cutting their boyfriend's hair or their husband's hair or their own hair, I guess. I don't know if this works for cutting your own hair, but if you have a man who needs some trimming and you want to help him out, I'm gonna help you do that. So about a year and a half ago, I actually posted a video on how to cut your boyfriend's hair, and you guys have been loving it. Well, I've had some comments asking how to style their hair, so I wanted to do an updated version. It's the same exact haircut if you've seen that video, but I've just gotten better at it. I filmed that when I had just first started cutting his hair, and now I just know a few more tips and tricks. So if you want to learn how to cut your boyfriend's hair, here you go. If you're just interested in learning how to style your boyfriend's hair, then you can just skip straight to that. But we are going to do a haircut and style and talk everything
hair.
Talk everything men's hair. So let's get started.
Hair.
Get down. That's not a song.
Is this on right?
Yeah. Can you turn this way?
Because they have to know how to button it, right?
So some people were commenting that he didn't have a cape. Now here you go. This should actually turn to be in the back because all your hair is gonna fall this way.
What?
Yeah, it falls this way. So put a cape on him, or he can just wash it off if it's uncomfortable.
Get down, girl, don't break it down.
We usually do it in the bathroom or like in the house, and we just sweep up afterwards. So have your broom handy.
We don't.
Okay, so I just have him kneel down. His knees usually hurt, but I just put like a towel underneath or like a bath mat, and he just stays like this.
Wally.
I just ordered this clipper. It has these different sizes from Amazon. I think they're sold out right now, but they have other ones. I would actually suggest getting one that has a lever on the side to make the fade better. So I'm starting with a 1/8 head, and so that's red, it says here, whatever yours is. You can do this at any length, but whatever you start at, take note. So you're gonna do that size, so we're doing 1/8. And then we're doing 1/4. You just need to make sure that you have the two next to each other. Those are the only two we use. I like it nice and short, almost a buzz, so we're doing 1/8. We're starting by just going up.
Ah!
Sorry. We're just going up in the opposite direction of his hair with the shortest section. Now his hair grows a different direction right here, so you have to change the direction of your blade. Okay, so for that part, you're just having him look down. For this part, you're gonna angle his chin up, so this part's flat, and you're making a line. You pick where you want to start, and you're making a line down to the back. Okay, so that's what it should look like. You should have a solid line going higher here and kind of angling down in the back. And you want it as straight as possible because you are gonna end up seeing that line. Now the ears are a little tricky. I usually just hold them down to get around them, and then I go in with little scissors afterwards. We're gonna do the same thing on this side. As their hair changes direction, so here it's going down, here it's going to the back, you need to change the direction of your blade. You want to look them dead on and make sure it's starting in the same spot. Once you have your line how you like it, you are putting on your next blade, which is one size up. So this is a 1/4, whereas the first one was a 1/8. And this you're going to their long hair, so where their crown meets. Okay, so you can do this all around their head, or you can work in sections. But now I'm going in with the first size again. And I'm going to go in with motions like this, where we're not putting it straight up, but we're going at an angle, and we're going like this, and that's gonna help the fade more. And slight flicking motions. Now if you have the lever, you would be pushing the lever down as well, and that would be switching between the two sizes. So now that you have that, we're gonna go back to the back, and we're gonna just make those two lines connect there. Your hair will switch directions from going down to going forward. Where that swirl is where you want to cut up to. Otherwise, if you cut too low, it will give like a poof in the back. I have this little thing that I like to just clean them off a little bit. It doesn't work amazing, but it helps a little bit to see if there's any spots you missed, like I missed right here. Their hair tends to grow in a lot of directions right here, so I just like to go in all directions to make sure it's nice and smooth. So also you can take a comb and also comb their skin. That will help to get a lot of the hair off, so they're a little less uncomfortable. So with your comb, you can just brush all of their hair forward. And then I like to, with scissors, you do need like professional hair scissors, not janky kitchen scissors. And you just want to sandwich it between your fingers and cut it. Now, you don't want to go on a straight line. You want to point cut, which is basically a whole bunch of little slits going at an angle. And that will get it more natural. And I like to do that like 3 layers into his hair. You don't want to go too short back here because you don't want it sticking up funny. So here, where the long hair on top meets this side, is you're going to want to trim. So you're going to want to brush that down, and you're going to cut the same way. So his hair goes this direction, so he just has a part here, so we don't really have to worry about that too much. Just in the back, if anything. Okay, so he has a ton of hair. He's really thick hair, which not everyone does. Also, his hair is just like a small wave, where some people have really curly hair. So this applies to every type, but basically you're just gonna grab a section of hair between your 2 fingers. You're cutting at an angle across in small little snippets. Now in the back, I like to cut off a little more to just thin out his hair. Make sure to comb it because a lot of the chopped hair will like just stay on top. He likes it really long, so I'm not gonna cut this part, which I do have to do every like month or so. But this part, I just like to make sure it's even. and then it like lays right, which if you can see, it's like slightly longer back here. So we're just gonna like take the smallest little bit off. You can also comb it and then take your razor and go like this along the top to get a straight line. We do that sometimes, but I think you just get more exact when you're doing it each cut with your hand. Okay. Then I go in with these little teeny scissors that are curved and I go around his ear. Turn that way. So the very last thing is here's the blade with no cap on it. Look down. I already did this to him, but basically you turn the blade over and you make a straight line along his neck and you go down like this. And then the same thing here, you're going at an angle. Now, if you don't want to do it with this and you don't feel comfortable, you can use a razor and just do it like that with a men's razor. But to be careful, when you're going the opposite direction of the hair, it does tend to give them a little razor burn. So do it very gently, but. Shake him out before he gets in the shower. Okay, look at it. Now he is in the shower, and so he's gonna use shampoo and conditioner. Now a lot of guys try to use a 3-in-1, but really they need a shampoo and conditioner as well, just like us girls. So he can use yours. He doesn't need anything special, just something that's really gonna cleanse his scalp and get everything off of it. And then also you want a conditioner. Now Matt has really thick, nice hair that's kind of already grown the way he wants it to, but for their hair, you wanna keep it looking nice, so have them use a conditioner too. Now, if you're doing that haircut and your man has curly hair, you're just gonna wanna go with the curls. You want to cut either below or after the curl, because if you cut in between, it like flips up. So I do this haircut to my brother who has really curly hair, and if I cut in between that curl, like if here's the curl and I cut right here, then it will just kind of stand up. So you want to cut either down here or at the top of it, in between each wave. I got that question on my last video, and this hairstyle works for everyone, no matter your hair type. Now this is one specific hairstyle. Not everybody wants this, but you can kind of use the methods that I showed you today on whatever hairstyle. So if you wanted not as long on the top or a different length, you can just change it up depending on what you want. You can also use that buzz style all over and just buzz their head. It's pretty simple and straightforward. But that's what we like, that's what we've been doing for the past 2 years, and I love it. I think it's easy, I think he looks really attractive with it, and he really likes it too. Now, when I first met him, his hair was not exactly like that. It was much longer on the sides, he didn't have a fade, and it was very long on the top. I actually used to call him Jimmy Neutron. If you don't know who that is, here's a picture. But he has like this Mediterranean thick hair, so it just like made this huge Pompeii. So now I cut it, obviously I don't like it that long, but he has really nice hair, and so when he, like in the morning, it just kind of sticks up and styles how he likes it, but gel obviously helps, and so I wanted to show you guys how we style his hair. Now as a human, if you do your hair enough in one direction, it will start to grow in that direction. So I used to have a middle part, now I have a side part, and it's the same for guys. You can train their hair to go in the direction that you want by styling it and brushing it that way every single day, and eventually it will start to grow in that direction. So at this point, Matt's hair does already kind of go in that direction, but I'm going to show you guys how we style it after the shower and what he does on a day-to-day basis, and also talk to you guys about the products that he likes. Explain why you like that one.
I like it because it's not crusty. It doesn't turn into crust. It's not focusing on me. Oh no. This is Cavella. Wait, why is it upside down? How do you get the... Doesn't dry up in your hair. Look like white stuff, white crusties in your hair. And don't need to use that much. It's very effective in small amounts.
And it feels like your hair, right?
Yeah. It looks like silky smooth. So now I'm gonna, yeah, look at that. Little bit. Start off with a little bit.
Show them how much you use.
This is how much I use. I want your hair to be a little wet. Oh yeah. Just a little more. Oh yeah. And you just put it around like that. Do that a few times. Maybe 5 times. 10, just to be safe. There you go. Look at that. Done.
Is that the only product you use?
It is. And water.
Does it work if your hair is not wet?
It does, but it's better when it's wet. Because you can mold it better when it's wet. And it fits in better if it's wet. This is better when it's wet. Just get it wet. That's Cavella.
Alright, something he didn't mention is, or explain very well, he likes this, and what I've come across of him trying to use this is that it doesn't get like hard in your hair and make it like stiff. It makes it still feel like hair. It doesn't get white and leave flakes in your hair or change the color at all, so it just looks very naturally. I woke up like this. This one is a little bit expensive, but it lasts like 6 months, and it's vegan and good for you, so there we go. It's like $30 isn't it?
Well, 30 plus shipping.
It's like almost $40.
No, 30 I think is what shipping.
Oh, I'll leave in the description a link to it so you guys can order it too if you want to try it, but he's tried out a lot and that's been his favorite so far. I hope that this helped you guys and that you guys learned how to cut your boyfriend's hair, or whatever guy in your life you learned how to cut their hair. It's really simple. Just keep practicing. It may take a few tries, but I promise it will save you money, and then you can cut it exactly how you like it, and it's worth it. We save so much money, probably like $60 a month, and we love how it turns out. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and hit subscribe down below to see more of me and maybe more of him. Leave in the comments if you want him in more videos. As always, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye!